we first want to put a bow on all the excitement from the league tournaments. Last week, we checked out the best of the best from the East Penn Conference. Today, it's the Colonial League's turn. We're going to start on the girls' side of things, and with a semifinal showdown between Penn Argyl and Palmerton that had enough standout performances in one game to fill an entire segment of top plays on its own. A Final Four showdown that needed not one, not two, but three overtimes to determine a winner. Green Knights junior Ellie Wobalik was dialed in from deep. The Colonial League second-team All-Star knocked down 6 three-pointers, finishing with a team-high 25 points overall, draining that right corner tray as time expired in the second bonus session, pushing this one to, yes, a third overtime period. Blue Bombers, though, had a sharpshooter of their own. Junior Hannah Berry was equally as impressive from three-point land. An honorable mention, Colonial League All-Star. She, too, splashed down a half dozen three balls, finishing with 24 points on the night. Berry's biggest bucket coming at the close of regulation as she connected from beyond the arc to tie the game at 48, sending it to overtime. Palmerton would ultimately prevail 68-67 in triple OT, setting up its third straight league title showdown with Northwestern Lehigh. But it was there that the Tigers would take their third straight Colonial League crown. Sophomore Brooke Valiant paced Northwestern with a team-high 11 points. Her biggest bucket of all, the final one we'd see, as she scored on this reverse layup with time winding down to give the Tigers a hard-fought 31-30 win over Palmerton. Northwestern, with its third straight league championship and now sixth in program history, Tigers are riding a 24-game winning streak heading into tomorrow's district semifinal versus North Schuylkill. Meanwhile, over on the boys' side, Saucon Valley reached the league finals for the first time in more than a decade. The Panthers getting past rivals Southern Lehigh in the semis thanks to a game-high 16 points from Alex Magnotta. The senior was Saucon's only player to finish in double figures, with half of his 16 points coming from an 8 for 10 showing at the free throw line. Magnotta helping the Panthers secure their first Colonial League tournament victory since 2016 and their 19th win of this season, the most by a Saucon Valley boys basketball team in a dozen years. Now, Saucon would face Notre Dame Green Pond in this year's boys finale, Crusaders reaching their second league championship in the last 3 seasons after a semifinal triumph against fourth-seeded Palmerton, one sparked by senior Chase Marks, who got Pat Boyle's bunch off to a blistering hot start from which they'd never look back. Marks with a dozen points across the game's first 16 minutes as Notre Dame opened up a 30-15 lead at the break, en route to the 59-43 victory. The Colonial League's second-team All-Star was one of 3 Crusaders to finish in double figures, counting 15 points in total. Marks then tallied a baker's dozen in the championship to lead all Crusaders, including a clutch three-pointer in double overtime that put Notre Dame in front for good. The Crusaders ultimately able to outlast Saucon Valley 45-42 for their first Colonial League crown since 2014 and the third in program history. Notre Dame is still unbeaten in the new year, riding a 14-game winning streak, heading into tomorrow's district semifinal rematch with, guess who? Yes, the Panthers.